Alright, so I know you guys have been waiting for this office reveal. Nobody wants it done more than me. But I have so many little finishing touches, and this is what kills me, is the finishing touches, because that's what takes forever, and that's what I get all perfectionist about. So I'm going to share a couple of videos with you guys in the next month or so of stuff that we're doing in our office, and this first one is for some custom storage boxes. I had some amazing boxes given to me by CJ in work, and there are some sizes that she didn't have that I needed, so I went to my local craft store and picked them up. And I'm going to kind of show you guys how to customize them, and we're going to put them up on our shelf that we made that we'll talk more about later. Okay, so first of all, coolest thing ever, punches. Maybe not for everyone because they have cool machines and all that stuff, and so do I, but punches are great and they're convenient and they're fast. With this technique that I'm going to show you, you can see up here I've already kind of done one on this box. You're going to use the Scotch blue tape to kind of create this stencil that's super easy, inexpensive, and really cool. And with that, you can use the punches, you can use old school scissors. I have like a bajillion of these. And it's really simple and easy, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it so you can customize any of these regular white craft boxes that you can usually buy like 2 for $5 when they're on sale, or for 40% off if you have a coupon. I bought mine at Michael's. So, okay, I'm going to show you how. So the first step in creating the stencil for these boxes is to use the tape on a piece of cardstock. Regular plain cardstock or out from Walmart, and you're going to take the tape and put it along the side. So really quickly with the tape, this is the Advanced Delicate tape from Scotch Blue, and this is important because we tried this with the regular tape and it won't work, because what's going to happen with regular tape, once you peel your stencil up, it's going to peel the paper with it, where the delicate surface tape doesn't do that. And it comes in 3 different sizes that we found, the 2, the 1.5, and the 1 inch. I'm going to show you with the 2 inch. All you do is take the tape, about the size of your paper, put it down on the edge, like so, and press it down. You're going to have a little bit of excess, so just take your scissors, trim off the edges, and pretty much you're ready to start. The thing with the cardstock is it'll create a hard surface for the punch to go through. If you tried to just do it with the tape, obviously it would stick to the back and it wouldn't work. So now I'm just going to show you how to punch it out. So pick any punch you want. I picked up a couple that were really cool that I've been using. This is a Martha Stewart one, this is an EK one, and this is a Fiskars one. Fiskars? Yeah. So all you're going to do is take the punch, line it up, and I just flip it over on the back, start on the edge. This is where it's a tiny bit tricky. You're going to punch it and hold it, and then I take it down. Make sure I'm pressing it just a little bit so I can press it down on the table, because you can't really do it mid-air, and press down. And then you've got your first punch right there. Can you see that? So you're just going to follow that all along the side until you get a full length of scallops. And when you're doing that, you're going to line up the back just right along, if you can see, with the next one when you punch it. And that way you have a continuous scallop. Now that we have the entire tape scalloped with our punch, or whatever punch you choose, you're just going to simply take the tape off. And this is kind of, I mean, there's going to be a lot of resistance. It is, you know, wall painting tape, but you shouldn't be peeling back any of the cardstock with the tape. Obviously, the tape is going to curl, so when you're doing a more delicate or like intricate design, just kind of keep that in mind. I have decided that I want to put my scallop just below the lid, so I'm going to take the lid off, line my scallop up here, come down just a little bit, and get it straight. This is where the perfectionist in me is going to come out, P.S. Okay, I want to make sure I start on the same kind of loop or hole as from one side to the next, so that's pretty close. Now that I have the scallop where I want it, all you want to do is make sure that after your tape is down, it's really down, because that is what's going to help not let the paint leak underneath. My first try, I didn't go back through and press down really hard, and the paint did leak quite a bit underneath the tape, only because I didn't think it would need to be that adhered to the box. But it does, just like on a wall when you're painting. So I just went through with my fingernail, pressed down really well, and then I will start painting. Something else you might want to think about is if you want your box to be painted all around or just the front. I've decided just to do the fronts, so I'm going to tape off the sides and the bottom just to keep the paint from getting everywhere. So next it's time to paint. You could probably use any household paint to do this, so no need to go buy paint. But I had some of this Martha Stewart satin paint, and I really liked the color. It's just like a dark gray. It ends up looking like this one up here when it dries. And I like that it kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's not super matte. It's also just, I think, a little bit thinner than some craft paint, which is nice. So it kind of goes on a lot easier. This color is Arrowhead. Just gonna put a little bit here on my scrap piece of paper and dab at it with a craft foam brush. Then I'm just gonna go here. Another tip, when you're painting the box, I learned this the hard way, mount your box in its lid, kind of like this, so that it stays still, because if not, it might wobble and fall over, and you may or may not just get paint places you don't need it. Just saying. Okay, so then I just start here, and I kind of do it a little bit lighter at first, just so that I don't get any seepage under stuff. And of course you can tell I didn't tape off the label or anything. Let's be honest, that takes way too long, and the label cleans off super easy with your fingernail and a wet paper towel in like 2 seconds. So I didn't really worry about it. This is going to take 1 or 2 coats, or 2 or 3 coats. So I just went, I made sure I kept my brush strokes kind of the same. So then that way, if you see any of the strokes, it's all cohesive and it doesn't look too crazy. Just let it go ahead and dry in between coats all the way, and it will dry super fast because it's craft paint. And then you can go back and put additional coats on it. Alright, so after your last coat is finished, you're just going to take the tape off the box. Super easy like so. And reveal the cute design. I do this even before the paint is dry, so you don't worry about any peeling of the paint if there's multiple layers. But really, like, this was only like a coat and a little bit, so it wasn't that much paint. And that's your cute design. And then of course I'll go back and clean up this metal label so that it won't be all bumped up. And I just do that with a damp paper towel. I just went in with my finger, this is a little bit damp, and just cleaned up the metal. It just scrapes right off, it's really easy. And then you have got your finished box, and it's so cute, and you can kind of do a lot of different designs and whatever you want, and it's just like a little detail that you didn't have before that you can put up on the shelf, and it's ready to go.